There are so many ways to think about rich. What is rich? To me, rich is a relevant topic. It is a relevant subject, and rich could be not just only monetarily rich, which is, a very, very comfortable place to be when it comes to wealth and financials. And some people are financially rich. Then there are some people who are financially rich, but are very deficient and feeling rich in other areas of life. For example, some people are not feeling emotionally rich or spiritually rich or things of that nature. But let's talk about when a person, just has like a regular standard uh, American income at this moment. People that live paycheck to paycheck, like something like about 65%. Sometimes some people went up to say 72%, which I think is extraordinarily high. But let's just leave it at about 60 to 65% of Americans right now living paycheck to paycheck. All right. First of all, there's nothing like wrong. You're not a bad person because you're living paycheck to paycheck. You're trying your best, get up every day, go to work, or you go to your business. And we try out. Everyone tries the absolutely very, very best. But while we're trying to get perhaps to another rich destination, like I mentioned earlier in the video here, that some people feel that that destination is in the financial arena of being rich. Why don't we enjoy the ride along the way to that financial destination if that's where you want to land at some point in time? Why can't we do things to make ourselves feel rich, even if on paper we're technically not financially rich? Well, we can. It's a choice. First of all, it's a mindset. So I'll take it even down. I'm going to dial it back even to the tiniest things of the nitty grittiest things. And if you want to know the truth, sometimes it's the nitty grittiest things that add up to making one feel rich, if you will. Okay, let's dial it down to coffee. Now, well, most people listening to me for a while know that I will not spend a lot of money on a cup of coffee. I just will not do it. But that doesn't mean the coffee that I have should be boring, bland, blah. So what I do is I buy some flavorful creamers, not the liquid one. I buy the powdered one. I find I get a lot more bang for my buck, and I get the store brand at that. So for me, having a flavorful creamer, or if I want, I could just do something as simple as adding a pinch of cinnamon and a splash of cream to my coffee. And to me, that gives me a luxury feel to my coffee while I'm still not paying $6 for a cup of coffee. I choose not to do that. For me, I find it just ridiculous and wasteful. That's me. I'm not saying everybody has to think the way I do, but for me, no. But I could still enjoy a rich feel and flavorful cup of coffee. Introducing flavors in your life at a fraction of a cost makes you feel kind of rich. It really, really does. Well, put it this way, it works for me. That's just one tiny example. Now, another thing, I get great, great pleasure walking by the stockpile as it's growing. Watching a growing grocery stockpile, I don't know, it just, first of all, just it's like a pat on your back. Hey, like you're doing something important, and you're doing it in such a way that doesn't break the bank, but it gives you the rich feeling of security, food security, of knowing that if you lose your job, you have something you could go to, or just the weather is really horrible and you don't want to venture off to the grocery store. It's just a psychological feeling. It is more of a secure feeling. And literally anyone could start a grocery stockpile. You could do it for as little as a couple of bucks on week one. It's just getting started. Doesn't matter if the thing is in a cardboard box, who cares? To just get started. That starts the feeling of feeling a little bit richer. And then you get the visual of it and you just like you're looking at it as it grows. It's a great, great thing. All right. Now, if you want to update your wardrobe to feel rich, look at the current trends if that matters to you, fashion trends. Maybe there's an accessory or a piece of costume jewelry that you could treat yourself to and give you that little glamorous look. I mean, but don't do these things just to look like you need to keep up with the Joneses. Do it because it's fun. Because it's fun, it makes you feel good. So you could do all those things at a fraction of the cost, dress monochromatically, that always looks smart. It always looks elegant and it always looks and appears rich, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. We could plan fun activities and get creative. It could be low cost, but you could feel rich because you're opening up your mind to different activities, go to different places. Doesn't have to be far. A change of scenery does not have to be far away. Okay. So that means you don't have to travel a lot. You don't have to spend a lot of money on traveling or a lodge. Maybe just go somewhere for a couple of hours that day that's not too far from your home or apartment. And then you just go there and enjoy the moment and get home. And it's part of the feeling, the mental feeling of being in that different environment and feeling as if you're, rich, for example. I like to, for example, I like to, when I can, spend time near local marinas or like near some seaports in the city. I might not be jumping on a yacht, but I do not mind watching other people getting on theirs. And for example, sitting near the water, I just love the water, whether it's a river, an ocean, or like any body of water, it's totally fine with me. And it just gives you that uplifted feel, the outdoors, the listening of the seagulls and the windy feel, and smelling the salty air. These are rich feelings in my mind's eye. How about in your mind's eye? You see where I'm going with this? Doesn't cost me much money to just go and sit near a marina locally and or slash seaports and things of that nature. What you have by your home or apartment that's not so far away and within reason, you just feel like spend a day outdoors like that on the cheap. I'm telling you, being close to nature. Well, that's nature too. The ocean and things of that nature. Um, perhaps consider spending more time, let's say, closer to or on land, for example, with the animals and the plants and the trees and the rocks and all that fun stuff. Collect seashells or collect rocks. Do something with them. Be creative. This is all of a part of a feeling rich by taking advantage of, as I call, the jewels of the earth. The good Lord provides us jewels of the earth, not just in the form of diamonds and things of that nature, or pearls or anything like that. I'm talking about jewels of the earth, the natural jewels of the earth. And some rocks are really really pretty, and I love seashells. Anything to do with the ocean or sea, those beautiful seashells. If you happen to be near the shore, collect a few, put them in a clear jar, bring them home. These make you feel rich because you have part of the rich earth with you. See where I'm going with this? Also, finding ways to be a giving, a loving, and a kind person, and consider those less fortunate than yourself. A lot of people, we sit around, we cry and complain, mumble, murmur, and grumble. We don't have this, we don't have that. Well, believe it or not, there's somebody else out there who wishes they had one fraction, perhaps, of the stuff that we may have. I'm just saying, let this serve as a reminder. So, feeling rich with what you have, being appreciative, having that attitude of gratitude goes very far in the feeling rich arena. And also play excellent music. Keep happy sounds around you, things you could get for free right here on this platform. Just tap away, find your wonderful, uplifting music. And when you feel good, you feel rich. And when you feel rich, you feel better. I'm just saying, mental richness is a wonderful thing. Well, I hope I've inspired some people to start getting rich without even adding an extra dollar to your wallet. Have an amazing, fantastic day, everybody. Take good care. Don't forget to be so kind as to click like, share, and what else? Subscribe to this channel. Have a great day. Thank you.